Have you ever felt like you're walking but going nowhere? Like you're running toward a dream, but the road never ends? You work hard, you sacrifice, but the results don't come. The world moves forward, yet you feel stuck in place. I know that feeling, because I've been there too. There were nights I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, asking myself, is this even worth it? Am I chasing something that will never happen? I worked so hard, yet every door seemed to close in my face. Doubt whispered in my ear, telling me to quit. Maybe you feel the same way right now. I remember the days when my pockets were empty, and my mind was full of worry. I doubted myself. I questioned whether I had what it takes. I thought success was supposed to come easily for those who worked hard, but I was wrong. The journey is full of setbacks, and if you're feeling lost, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing. But here's what I didn't know back then: struggle isn't a punishment. It's a test. It's the universe asking, how bad do you really want this? And the only way forward is to keep going, even when every part of you wants to stop. Did you know that your brain physically changes every time you push through hardship? It's called neuroplasticity, the ability of your mind to rewire itself. When you fight through challenges, your brain strengthens, like a muscle. Every failure you face isn't breaking you, it's building you. And here's something powerful: our brains release dopamine, the chemical that drives us forward, when we overcome obstacles. That means struggle isn't just necessary, it's how we grow. The more you push, the stronger you become. Let me tell you a story. In 1985, a young man was fired from his own company. A company he built from the ground up. Imagine that, building something with your heart and soul, only to be thrown out. Most people would give up. But he didn't. Instead, he started over, learning, growing, and creating. That man was Steve Jobs. Years later, he returned to Apple and made it one of the most successful companies in the world. Or take Elon Musk. Most people see him as a billionaire genius, but few know that he was nearly broke when Tesla and SpaceX were failing. He had every reason to quit, but he didn't. And because he didn't, he changed the world. And Oprah? She was told she wasn't fit for television. Can you imagine? The woman who would go on to inspire millions was once told she wasn't good enough. But instead of believing them, she believed in herself. And that made all the difference. These people all had moments of doubt. Just like you. But they refused to give up. And because of that, they became legends. Right now, you might feel lost. You might feel like nothing is working. But listen to me, your story is not over. Every challenge, every setback, every painful moment, it's shaping you. It's preparing you for something greater. If you quit now, you'll never know how great you could have become. But if you keep going, if you refuse to give up, one day, you'll look back and realize why everything happened the way it did. You were born for a reason. You have something inside you that the world needs. And the only way to find out what it is to keep moving forward. Your journey isn't over yet. So don't stop now. Thank you for watching, for showing up, for taking one more step forward on your journey. Life isn't easy. Chasing dreams takes courage. But if you've made it this far, it means you have that fire inside you. And trust me, the world needs it. If this video helped you, inspired you, or even just reminded you to keep going, consider subscribing. This is just the beginning. Every video here is made to lift you up, push you forward, and remind you that you were born for a reason.